Theoretically, we're streaming right now, so. So, yeah, that's the thing. Stream? We're streaming, I think. Hey, look at that. There's a stream. We're good. We're good. We're golden. Cherries, like cherries. Okay, so, the goal of the video today, and this is like take 5 in the past like 10 minutes, by the way, so. Yeah. Is that? Yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. The goal today, sometime before next week, is to create a stream on modding and From the Depths. This is From the Depths. It's on sale right now. You want to buy From the Depths? $4 on Steam. Can't really buy it any cheaper than that. I bought it for way more than that. You want to buy From the Depths? Now's the time to do it, and then come create some mods for it, because we need more modders. That'd be great. If you already have From the Depths, then why aren't you modding already? That is my question for you. Why have you not created mods yet? You has zero excuse. Also, you may have noticed down here, down in the bottom. I can't really hover over it, but down there in the bottom is a little Skype thing. We're here with Kronos from the forum, and he's gonna be helping us out, asking questions and such, making sure that I don't get ahead of myself, because programmers like to do that. We like to talk about things and just presume that people know what we're talking about. And so Kronos is going to help me out a bit like that. The mod we are going to be shooting to create today is a bit of a replication, of my infinite resource mod. That is what we're going to be doing, and we're just going to be focusing on just replicating this infinite engine from start to finish, and just copying and pasting basically our infinite engine. All the little nitty gritty details. We're going to be getting it figured out. Kronos is saying hi. Get all of this figured out. You know, everything from just the scratch stuff, installing all of our stuff right to the forum post. How to get images into your forum post. All of the cool stuff. That is the goal of the stream. We may do a couple of streams. But we may break this up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. That is the goal, though, I believe. So, couple things you're gonna need is you're gonna need something, of course, to program in. Some sort of IDE / C# compiler. I recommend either Xamarin. Xamarin is fun. Xamarin is kind of my preferred C# IDE. I've been working with Xamarin for a while now. It's kind of a build-on, basically, to Visual Studios, and I've been. This is a really sweet program. It does. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do in Xamarin. Although I've been having problems today getting Xamarin to work. Actually, the last couple of days. So instead, I'm going to be using Visual Studios for the purposes of this tutorial. So Visual Studios is here. You just want the community one. Just come over and smack this big download community free button. Sign in with your Microsoft profile. If you're using a Mac computer, go fuck off. Buy Windows. They're better. and yeah, do that. But we have a problem here. You need a way to look at game code. You want to look at other people's mods. You need a decompiler. And I recommend IllSpy, just because it's just one of the only decompilers I've ever used, and it's simple and it does what it needs to do, and it just kind of works. And that's all a decompiler needs to do is work. And so you just want to smack this big download binaries button in the face. You want that one right there. And download this, or if you want to get picky, you can come do different builds if you want to be that guy, want to be that type of person. Or you just smack the big binaries button in the face. Oh, and while you're at it, smacking these two buttons in the face, go ahead and smack that like button in the face. That would be great. Subscribe button too. It's that red one. That works too. That'd be awesome, guys. I'm a pretty small YouTuber. All the likes count. That would be pretty awesome. So after you've done that, and after you get these downloaded, IllSpy will download. I don't even think there's much of anything for an install. You just kind of unzip it. It's a zip, I believe. So you download it. It's in zip format. And then you gotta unzip it. And then you'll come in and just open it up after you've unzipped it and just run the application. It's pretty straightforward. Visual Studios, however, though, is pretty straightforward, but it takes forever. It'll take a couple hours for you. Just be prepared for that. You may want to stop the stream. Yeah. Yeah, Kronos has been having problems with Xamarin as well. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with what he's saying, but I've just got this little itsy bitsy, like, 1-inch wide thing of what he said to look at, to read, currently. And so it's not exactly super easy, but I guess I can make that a little bit bigger, make it a bit easier, but, so, yeah. Probably harder, probably just as hard for you guys to see what he's saying, but, you know, hey, it's the thought that counts. I'll work on this later. I'm new to this whole streaming thing. I went and just bought XSplit, got that all set up, so just to make my life easy. But so yeah. Also, if you are running Mac, I don't believe Visual Studios probably doesn't work on Mac. It's a Microsoft thing, but go find another IDE. So yeah, it's recommended, by the way, that you do have C# background, although you don't totally need it. But you know, maybe go do some C# specific tutorials and learn a bit of C#. That'll probably help you out with this. Moving on. So, decompiler. Let's talk about that real quick. You're going to want to be able to decompile some stuff. We're not going to be focusing a lot on this today, but you are going to want to be able to decompile some stuff. So let's get the decompiler set up. This is IllSpy. I already had it running. It's pretty quick to set up, though. I have it set to C#. That's default. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come in and find your from the depths file. So, you know, you're in your Steam apps, your common. I think most people know how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, go figure out how to do that first, and then come figure out how to mod. Come into this. You want to go into data, from the depths data. Then you're managed, and you want this file right here. This is the important one. Assembly C#.dll. In case you guys can't read that, that's the one you're looking for. You just want to open that up, and it's going to open up down here. I like to drag it up a bit. Then you just want to click on this, and this is pretty important because you don't want to go digging through this to look. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. So what I recommend doing is just clicking on it, going up to search, and I always just look up engine block. You search that, and it'll bring up this. It'll bring up a couple of different things, a couple of enums, and then the engine block. And you just double click on engine block, and it'll open up all the things. And so you can see in here that you have everything in the whole game is right here. All the blocks, all the scripts for all the blocks, crystal farms, you know, your component, your crystal tray, all the stuff's in here. Everything, you know, all your constructible types, all the game code is in this file right here. If you want to do a mod, you want to look in this file right here. Look around. Everything you need is pretty much right in here. I'm just going to go back to the engine block. You can just click it over here and just start typing, and it'll bring you to what you want. So I just typed in engine, brought me to there. If I type in engine block, it'll bring me to here, and so on. I think people are kind of used to that, but just type in here. It makes looking around way faster. As you see, this is the code for the engine block. This is what that looks like. Pretty complicated. Engines are complicated things. It took me a while to figure this out. Especially fuel burning took me a long time. For my nuclear power mod, that took a while. Yeah. Is just an IDE in this scope of modding? I'm confused what you mean by that. I'm talking about Kronos' question there. Visual Studios is an IDE for a lot of different things. But it's a compiler, it's an IDE. It's what we're going to be using to make game scripts. We're using it for C#. You can use it for just about any language, though. It's a good IDE. You can do web design, all sorts of things on it, and because it's so popular, there's add-ons like Xamarin like crazy for it. So, Super Puppy had to get his name in. So this is your decompiler. This is important. If you want to build anything, like say you want to build a what are those things called? RTGs. You want to build an RTG with more power. Well, then you can just take this RTG code and just kick up the base power, and then compile it, and then voila, you have more power for RTG. So, there you go. I hope that answers your question for you. Kronos. Kronos, bit camera shy, he didn't want to talk, so I'll abide by that, let him just type. That's why we have the little Skype thing down there in the bottom. So, yeah, I hope that's working. Also, sorry for the bad resolution. I'm hoping to upgrade my internet speed here soon. There's not much I can do about it currently, though. We live out in the middle of nowhere. Internet's hard to get, so... could we really... Could you really use Notepad if you really wanted to? Yes and no. I honestly don't know if you can compile using Notepad. Maybe Notepad++. I'm pretty sure you cannot compile a DLL using Notepad, though. You have to have a compiler. So, yeah. Just use Visual Studios. It'll help you out a lot. Trust me. You'll see why here in a minute. Okay. To that, you'll see why here in a minute thing. I'm going to bring up Visual Studios. This is Visual Studios. I have it in the dark theme, and I have it set up for C#. You'll see that when you get into it. So we're going to just come over here, start new project. You could also come up here into File, New Project. I guess I'll just do that because I'm here. That button there does the same thing, though. And, of course, I get not responding. So, this was unexpected. This is why I use Xamarin, people. Yeah, you could totally use, like, I would recommend Notepad++ if you wanted to code stuff. But that coding stuff isn't really going to do anything until you compile it. But if you just did want to mess around and code things, yeah, go for it. But like I said, those code things that you... I mean, you can use a text document if you want to. But it's not going to actually do anything. So, you need a compiler. You can also use... You can go on, like... actually using Google Documents has a little tool tip for coding, if you want to do that. So we're just going to come in to C#. And I hope I can do this. I've never actually messed around with this. I forget what I want. Class library? Sorry, I don't usually use this. Most of the stuff is Chinglish to me. I don't want an app. I don't want a Windows Farm application. I don't want console. I don't know, this looks different. I'm used to just having it set and then not fucking with it. Yeah, okay. So, we're dealing with DLLs. I picked the right one. I'm smart. And I'm just going to name this Infinite Engine. You can name it whatever you want, but you're probably going to want to name it here. Just trust me on that. Yeah. Click OK. So I never claimed to be good at this. I just claimed to kind of know how to do it. Yeah. So that's the thing. Thanks. Thanks, bud. Thanks for pointing out how easy I made it. So we're now in our IDE. This is the thing. We're going to come over here, and we're going to focus on this. And first things first, we need some references. References are good. And we want to add some references. So first things first, let's go ahead and add our reference. Our I want to go into browse. I want to browse. You only ever have to do this once, by the way. Add your references. Once a project, that is. So you want to come into here. I don't want this, though. I want to go to my games disk. And we want to go find that assembly C#. So Steam apps, common. From the depths data. Managed. C#. We need this. Like so. This file is important. Add that way we can reference stuff from it. And then we want the Unity engine, and I believe that's in here as well, but I'm not totally for sure on that. Unity engine, there you go. Unity engine.dll, we're also going to want that so we can reference stuff from Unity. You only have to browse for those once, and then Visual Studios will remember where they are. And this is almost exactly the same in Xamarin, by the way. So, yeah. Just hit OK, and that'll add those references. You see we have these over here now. Our assembly C#. And then our Unity engine references, I'm not going to minimize those because we no longer need to mess around with the Unity engine. So let's quick rename this. I'm going to name it infinite engine. Sorry, I suck at spelling. Plugin. That's important. We need a plugin. Or naming a file. Yeah, sure. I don't care. What are you doing? Why are you? I don't fucking know. I don't use Visual Studios. I'm an Xamarin guy. And I'm just gonna pull up my cheat sheet. And we just need our plugin class. This is pretty much the same for every mod you make. So I'll probably provide this in the forum post that I put up. So I'm just gonna quick. You see, this is the plugin file for my infinite resource mod. So I'm just gonna rename some stuff in here. Like this is all sheerly aesthetical for the game. And I'm gonna do it. Version 0.1, 0.1.0, and then this is important. You gotta rename the class. This you actually need to do. And rename it whatever the name of your class is, and you want to keep this the same. This has to be pretty much the same. So now we're gonna go in and hopefully add a class. See, I would have like came in and figured out how all this works in Visual Studios, but I wanted it to be like new from the get-go, you know? Yeah, I want to add another class, but I'm not totally sure how to do that. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do a new file, probably. I believe is the way you do it in Xamarin. Although hopefully that doesn't like boot me out of my project. That'd be annoying. C# class. Open. Yeah, that's annoying. Why do you be annoying, Mr. Dude? So, turns out that's not gonna work. You got any idea how to add another class? Just like duplicate you. Is that anything? Hey, look at that. I can copy it. Cool. I mean, that's not at all the way you should do that, but it's the way it's gonna happen. God, this is weird. I don't like this. Use Xamarin, people. Xamarin is a better IDE. So now, we're gonna quick rename this to just Infinite Engine. Whoop. Rename you to Infinite Engine .cs, like so. And in this case, I'm just going to cheat again and drag in my Infinite Engine code because I know that this code works. So there you go. This is what the code for the Infinite Engine works. I believe this still works. I guess we're going to find out, though, because Nick changes stuff continuously and likes to break things. So we're going to find out if that ended up working, but I think it should. I hope. Other than that, I think we're pretty much done here. I'm going to go ahead and build this. So we're just going to come up here. Whoop. I don't know what I just clicked. Hopefully I didn't break something. Did I not build it? Let me build it here a second ago. No. I know you can, like, start, but I just want to, like, build. I don't know, maybe I start. Nope. How do I build you? Oh, here, it'll let me build. Build! Go. Normally, there's just a big build button up here in Xamarin. I don't know, I might have to redo this tutorial with Xamarin, because Visual Studios is kind of annoying for this. Adds all this random shit. I mean, some of that stuff is nice, to, like, comment out selected lines and stuff, so you can just, like, hit that button and comment it all out, and I've used Xamarin. It's nice to use, but God, is that annoying. Just like, can I just like open this up now? I wonder now. I don't know. Let's go see if I can find the the folder for this. I hope so. Projects, Infinite Engine. Hopefully it's in. It should just be in like debug would be my thought. Right in here. Aha! I found it. Okay, so I have my DLL now. That actually worked. Thank God. Oh, yeah, there's a build tab here. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is those. We actually need to go into from the depths. I guess I could have started this up earlier in this case. But we need to launch it. And I'm running the latest dev build. So, of course, this is going to take about an hour and a half. As always. Because that's the way dev builds work. Version 1.95863. For all those of you who are wondering and can't read. Show. Yeah. Stop rubbing that in my face. Kronos, being a meaner. Pointing out the obvious. That I can't. See, well, like, with Xamarin, you don't, like... Visual Studios is cool and all, and you can do probably more with Visual Studios than you can with Xamarin. But 90% of the shit, you don't actually need at all. So, Xamarin just kind of cuts it down nice and clean, you know. Doesn't include the shit that you don't need. It just works. Same thing with, like IllSpy is just clean. I mean, it has nice and light. Light and dark, I'm fine with. I like the dark theme probably more. But if it's light, whatever. The dark theme I find is just easier to look at if you're programming for like hours on end. It's just easier to look at a dark theme. But you know, you don't tend to look at decompilers for hours on end. You can. I've done it. Building my nuclear power mod was the point of this. I was in here for hours and hours and hours digging around trying to trace classes and figure out what the hell they do and stuff. But yeah. This is pretty normal for a build. But in other news, I have yet to drop a single frame, which is pretty cool. There you go. Stream looking pretty good? Is that a thing? Stream look good? Kronos? I mean, I know you're saying this with like an 11-second delay because I was timing it. So we have to wait a while to hear what he says, but... He's actually watching the stream and then communicating with me on Skype, by the way. This is the way this is working, in case anyone's wondering. It's kind of an inefficient way to get stuff done, but... Also, the way this Skype works is the Skype doesn't update very quick. So I can probably go into my Skype. He hasn't said anything yet. Anyways. Looking fine. There you go. Other than from the depths, not root. Okay, it should have been loaded by now. Stop it. Yeah, I just closed the program. I'll try again. See, this is not my fault. This I blame from the depths for. So. And play, and center it. And then not touch it. Hopefully, will work. I hope. It's pretty cool because before I was dropping like 1 out every 5 frames pretty readily. And now I've got like 10,500 built. And no frame drop yet. So I might be able to boot up my quality a bit in the future. To maybe like, you know, 481p. Possibly. Maybe I can handle it. Maybe even like 482p. Kronos, do you think I can pull off 482? Do you think I can do that? Wait about 20 seconds for the response. This is fun. This is an efficient way to get stuff done. It's entertaining. It's entertaining me at least. I mean, probably no one's watching this video, but at least you can't say that I'm not trying or that there is no tutorial. Because I have built one. No matter how crap it is, there is one in the world. So, there you go. I need to get like some music that I can play for this during like the lax times. That'd be great. From the depths, just doing its thing. Taking forever. What did he say? I can't read that. Oh, XD maybe. Okay, I thought that was a number. You know, I've got this figured out. If Kronos starts saying stuff I don't like, I just hit this button. I just hit this button. Blocks Kronos' thing out. Kronos' thing out. Or you guys want some true loop? You guys want some true loop? I can show you my second monitor. This is reading Kronos' thing. Reading Kronos' thing. So there you go. So that's what my second monitor. That's what my second monitor looks like. And I pull up my foot. And I pull up my foot. Which is both of my monitors. Both of my monitors. Yeah, CPUs. Yeah, pretty much CPUs currently. Pretty much dead currently. So there you go. That's what dual monitors set up. Dual monitors set up. And then I can pull back to Kronos. Although now Kronos is now dead because it has to reload. That's this button right here. You want this one? The big mob the game. Well, look at that. That stuff's cool. I did not even realize this menu went down this far. Okay, learning new things with you guys. Anyways, we just want a 1x1 block. So, that's going to stay. Then we want to hit this button here. We want to add a name, and we want to add it infinite engine, like that. And we don't have any variables, so we're not going to mess with that right now. There you go. There's your item setup. Now I'm going to head down to item group. I'm probably going to do next. We need to do a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to add an inventory tab. I'm going to call it test mod. Infinite engine mod for tutorial. I probably spelled that wrong, but that's okay. I want to display it, and I'm just going to set this to like 100, so it goes to the bottom. This is the inventory tab, so when you're in your build mode, it's all those little tabs over here to the left with like stuff, you know, missiles and such. Stream may have died. Yeah, I dropped 120 frames there, so stream may have died for a second. Sorry about that. I don't know what I missed. I might have to go fix that. But you can also mess with complexity and stuff in here if you want to do that. We just want this, and then we wanted to grab our inventory tab thing. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go back up to item, back to infinite engine item, back to inventory thing, and paste it in. There you go. And I'm also going to set the position so it's over one and down one, so it's kind of out in the middle instead of being way up in the top. You can set cost. I'm just going to keep cost at 0, and you can set how much it costs to repair it. Pretty straightforward stuffs. Making sure the stream is still up, because I'm kind of paranoid about that. But it seems to be a thing, so that is good. Now we're going to go mess around with some other stuffs. I want to create a mesh here. Meshes are important. I'm going to just call this engine block. Create a description. We want this to be called engine block mesh. And I'm just going to name this infinite engine.obj. And I actually forget what material this thing has on it, honestly. We'll figure that out later. In the meantime, that's not important. I'm going to see once, though, because I think, though, I might actually have this in here. Apparently, I don't have my own mod installed. That is interesting. Sad face. Okay, we'll have to work on that. Because you are going to want a material. And there is no mesh right now because we don't have stuff added. I'm just getting kind of the basic stuff down. Material we're not going to mess with right now. Anything else we need to do? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we are A-okay. Item duplicate does not work right now. What I'm going to do is save infinite engine to disk. Go ahead and rebuild the config. This takes a minute. Basically restarting the game at this point, so this takes a while. Ah, gotta yawn. And no, this is not the Steam being broken. This is game being broken, by the way, in case you're wondering. Just gotta be patient when you're modding in this game, because everything takes forever. In the meantime, I'm gonna start working on other things, I think. Because hopefully it'll let me do that. We're gonna come into mods. Gonna open up our Infinite Engine mod. You will only have just the one file in here, by the way. This is the rest of the stuff is all stuff that I've added. We're gonna open up this file. We're going to assets. Assets are important. You want your assets. And I'm going to go ahead and minimize all these pages. Bring this back up again. And drag in this. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Is this an OBJ file? Hey, look at that. It's an OBJ file. That's cool. And then I'm just going to cheat, actually, and switch out the mesh to one that I know works. Mesh. Voila! Mesh. Cheating for the win. The next thing that we want to do is we want a plugin file, which I actually kind of forgot. So I'm going to steal one of those real quick. Downloads. Plugin files are important, by the way. This took me in Redux a while to figure out from the get-go. Redux is, by the way, the person who showed me how to mod. Huge help. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. So thanks, Redux. Thanks for that. And for all of you guys who hate my horrible mods and such, blame Redux. It's his fault. We're just going to go ahead and open this with Notepad. Notepad is good. I will leave this in the description as well. We'll get to textures later. Textures are boring and such. I'm just going to steal game textures and use those because that is much easier. See, this is the thing. I'm not one to make OBJs and textures very much. I just kind of ask other people to do it for me because I suck at them. Yeah, Kronos. That's for you to ask like Miyuki or somebody to figure out because I don't know how to do that. I'm a Cody dude. I don't want that though. I just want my Notepad, please. There you go. And again, we're just going to rename this Infinite Engine version 1.0.0. Version doesn't matter at all, by the way, but this matters. Infinite Engine and engine.dll. Save it. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Save it. Saving is good. Saving makes the world go round. And then we're going to go in. I showed you how to find your, not that. This. Your DLL earlier. And you just want to take your DLL and drag it in the thing. So you have a DLL. You should now have your infinite item, your inventory tab created, your asset in here, which I will give you, your mesh, which I will probably also give you, and yeah. I'm gonna also real quick so I can cheat and do things. Go ahead and cheat and do things because cheating is good because working hard is too much work. And actually install my mod. If you want to install a mod, by the way, just download. I know how to do textures, and I know how to do meshes, and I know how to do all that stuff. It's just too much work. I did most of the stuff for my nuclear power mod by myself, other than the glass box, Miyuki, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. It's he's this guy, Miyuki. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Miyuki. Go yell at him. Also, Miyuki, sorry. I'm making a bunch of people come screaming, yelling at you. Sorry about that. And theoretically, we should just be able to rebuild the config, but I'm not totally for sure if this works. Honestly, I always just restart the game. But we're going to try it live. We're going to be risky. Risque. I hear that's how you get all the views, being risque. Also, not pronouncing risky properly and saying risque. Hear that gets all the views as well, all the likes. If you're here, say risque in the comments if you have made it to this part of the video. That would be cool. I'm totes gonna do that myself. So, matter of fact, I'll do that right now, live on the stream. Go to, bring up Edge. I'm using Edge because it's a thing. And, yeah, I'm not gonna sign in, actually. I'm just gonna use Chrome. Because Chrome is a better thing. Sorry, new load of Windows. So, Edge is still my default browser. In case you're wondering, Chrome is much. Did I break the stream? Is the stream a thing? I stream. New load of Windows. So he's a douche. Yeah, do that. Anyways, back to things and such. What was I doing? I was waiting for this to rebuild. Did you rebuild? I don't know. Guess we're gonna find out. Mesh is mesh a thing? Preview this. Mesh isn't a thing. Why is mesh not a thing? Did I do it wrong? Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna have to restart the game. That's a shame. Game. Play. So, music. I know, I'm not gonna try to sing. Kronos would leave. Kronos would most definitely leave if I tried to sing. What are you saying? You're saying things. Oh, yeah, that's me getting mad at him. Okay. Big yawn. So, loading screen. Nick really needs to work on this. At least, like, put some helpful facts in here or something, you know, like build logs or something. So I can, like, read the build log and see what's new in the game. That'd be great, Nick. How about you do that, Nick? Also, Nick, why are you going to one resource? Let's talk about that. Let's get skeptical here. One resource, guys. What do you think about one resource? I shouldn't have came with this subject. Kronos is gonna go crazy on us. Aren't you, Kronos? But one resource. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about one resource. It could be good. Could be bad. I kind of don't like it being called just resource. That's kind of boring. What do you guys think the resource should be called? See, I think it should just be called, like, money. And then, like, the resource blocks should be called, like, banks. I'll have to create a mod for that. That'll have to be a thing. It shouldn't be that hard. But 3 days later. Did I do the thing again where I make this phrase? I think, yeah, I did. Stop that. Stop it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and link a thread to Kronos' forum page on that. Because quite frankly, Nick is kind of being a douche about it. I'll be quite frank. I mean, I like Nick. He's a cool dude. But you just like clothes, please. Thank you. Again, never claim to be good at this. Just claim to know how to do it. Like to point that out. Quite tired now. This whole modding thing is a lot of work. Normally when you do this, by the way, watching a YouTube video, good idea. I always used to watch Ireland Gaming when I modded. And then he disappeared off the face of the earth. So, there you go. That's the thing. Yeah, he went poof. Lurch went poof. And therefore I stopped botting for a while. But yeah. Yawn. But it'd be great if this one did. That would be good. I'm going to mesh once and see if my mesh works. Oh, it's still called the wrong thing. That's actually kind of funny. That'll work. Oh, hey, look at that. I was using the wrong OBJ name. That's funny. So now you're just going to want to take your... This is the material I'm using. I'm just using the engine material, by the way. So, yeah, you can just go preview this mesh. This is the mesh that we're using. Like I said, I just stole the mesh because I didn't feel like figuring out what material it was. But there you go. We have a mesh now. That's how you create a mesh. You just name description, your mesh name, whatever your OBJ is. You know, if you just want like a square, that works. And then you want your material. Creating materials, you do that in this menu. We're not going to get into that right now. And then, yeah, you can mess with import scales and such if you need to. There's that yawn. Now we're going to go into, well, we want to copy the mesh name, actually, real quick, the ID. Copy that. Go into the item. Go into the Infinite Engine. Go down and paste the mesh name. We want to go down to mesh, go down into here, grab the default material, copy it. Go back up into item, go back up into Infinite Engine, paste it here. You don't got to use an icon. I just don't. That's too much work. And theoretically, that's just about everything, I think. I don't think I'm forgetting much. Kronos is leaving us. Interesting. Bye, Kronos. Rebuild. Rebuild. And now we're going to see if this works. Because I have not the slightest clue if it's gonna, honestly. You're finding out firsthand with me. True story, bro. I guess while that's doing its thing, I'm going to come in here and explain how this works a little bit. So, for you guys that don't know, this is a float. It's just a variable, and we just have it set to infinity. This is just initializing a power creator variable. We have block start. This is pretty standard. You'll see this in just about everything. So when the block is first place, this happens. So we're actually just using electric engine code here, which just basically makes power pretty quick. So we're just estimating maximum power, and then we're creating it, and then those two things come down to here. See, I'm making this sound stupid simple, because it is. And so we're just taking the potential maximum power, which is this. Now, actual electric engines have a big script here. But I just want infinite. And I'm sticking it into here. So there you go. Same thing here. Time is equal to that. Sticking it into there. And then number is just whatever electric engine efficiency curve is. Evaluate time. And then here we're just setting power. That's pretty simple. And then we're just maximum power is equal to infinity. Normally you would do something like is equal to variable, but it's infinity. And then fuel use is just 0. And then yeah, this is just us creating the engine from up here. There you go. Simple. See? Hey look, this is done now. Yeah, so professional, bruh. So now I'm going to exit this menu, exit out of this, go into single player, vehicle designer, launch vanilla designer, and hope that this is a thing that works, because that would be great. And then we can move on to bigger and better things. That would be cool. I would be cool with that. So now we're going to run over here and just use this. and hit E, of course. Go into our test mod page. Go into, yeah, I was worried about that. It doesn't work. As soon as you go like this and everything disappears, you know that your script is messed up. And when it doesn't place, that also means that the script is out of date. Which also probably means that if I go into... You know what I probably did? I probably did something really stupid, didn't I? Let's try this. Try placing... Yeah, no. This doesn't work either. Damn. I just hate it when stuff is out of date. That's a pain. Spares work? Yeah, this whole mod is out of date. That's a shame, man. Stupid deb test builds breaking everything. Okay. Time to do a little bit of work and fix this. So you guys get to see me fixing, which is fine. Electric engine code. Quick take this. Copy it. Like so. To the decompiler. Open up your compiler. Paste it in. Like so. Rename it to Infinite Engine. Like so. Making power output. Math. Dot. Infinite. Like that. I think that's the thing. Now. Why? Oh, it's infinity, isn't it? It's infinity like this. No? Really? Oh, it's math F. Okay. We're good. That's why I tried to put a C there. This we don't need. We don't care about. This we don't need and don't care about. This we don't need because we're not consuming anything. Talking about infinite. That we need. This we do not need. This we do not need. None of this we actually need because we don't care about charge and stuff. This is important. This is important. Spin seed, we don't really care about. Neither. Actually, we don't really need any of this nonsense. We don't care about that. Once per second, yeah, we don't care about charge. That can go away. Vector 4 can go away. We don't care about vector 4. Power output. Yeah, we might want that. This dot charge. Yeah, we don't care about that. We don't need feelers. We don't need feelers at all. No, this can go away. We don't need feelers. That can go away. We don't need feelers. This can go away. We're not dealing with batteries, so that can go away. And then everything here that is red can go away. Oh, didn't mean to do that. See how easy modding is? We don't need listeners, so that can go away. Some power is equal to, come on, you just deleted them. It's equal to this dot power output. This dot create time. This is equal to this, like so. Batteries we don't care about. This, by the way, is the menu that you'll see when you hover over the block. So I don't care about this. I don't care about batteries. This dot current power output is equal to infinite. And then go down one. Whoop. Forgot the thing there. My bad. deal use is equal to 0, and then call this infinite engine. For some reason I just got a Skype ding. I don't know from who. Weird. Sure. Do we want an extra GUI? I don't think we need an extra GUI. I really honestly don't think we do. I think all of this can go away. I don't think we need a GUI. Yeah, sure, we can sync to multiplayer. Sure, why not? Okay, build. Go away. Now we can build. No, we're still building. Uh-oh. No, we don't have any errors. Go away. It was probably complaining about that thing that I already deleted. Because I'm high speed. Build is good. So now we're going to open up this and this. Go into Infinite Engine. Delete you, because you're broken. Build a new one. And then, as much as it pains me, we're going to exit out of the game and boot it again. So, how are you guys doing? That's good to hear. Yeah. You guys like loading screens? Yeah, neither do I. Yeah, loading screens are fun. After this, I think I'm going to take a nap. Kronos, do you like naps? I like naps. Kronos is doing good. That's good to hear. I wonder how many people are watching this currently. Probably just 2. I don't know. How many people are watching this? Kronos likes naps. There you go. True story, guys. Oh, did I break it again? I already broke it. Sorry. I need to pay more attention. That was probably when I went to look at how many people we had watching. Hey, Kronos, are there more than 2 people watching? He won't let you see either, huh? I don't know. XSplit is telling me there's only 1 viewer, but I'm watching and you're watching, so that's a lie. Hey, I'm Kronos. Do you like loading screens? Okay, we're in. I'm just gonna trust it and try it. Kronos is doing a good job. Kronos, are you enjoying the stream? Is it eventful? Am I being... I'm not even trying to be interesting, honestly. I really don't care. This is educational. So it's not that important that it's interesting. No? Still no? Ah, dang it. Why you no work? Why you know a thing? Says worried about this. I wonder if it's pulling off of... I should probably rename this. Because what I'm worried about is it might be pulling glass. That's actually... Unless I'm missing something else. I could totally be missing something else. What could I... Oh, do I have a header in my thing? Is that a thing? I have a header. Okay. Do I have to edit anything in the header? So I'm just trying to go through and look at all the things that could possibly be wrong. Nope, we're good. That's the thing. Source code is not important. Meshes I already have, they're working. Item stuff is working. Inventory tabs are working. Assets are working. It's just the class is messed up. Mr. Class, I don't know. I may just give up on this because I don't want this to take super long. Quite frankly. Is it? I dropped a few frames there. I dropped like 60 frames, so that might have been it. I wasn't doing any 480p. So beautiful. It doesn't look super good because it's actually a 720p monitor streaming in 480p, and so it's downscaling and shit, so it doesn't look totally great. And then I'm downscaling more so I can have the Skype and stuff in the bottom. But we should do 360p. I could do 240p. Yeah, that still doesn't place. I'm not quite sure why, honestly. Because it should be placing. It's something wrong with my class. I know it is. So, I think I'm just going to continue with the... I'm just going to copy this whole thing, just like so. You don't need all of it, but I'm going to paste the whole project into here. Just like so. And then I'm going to go get the license agreement that I wrote up. That's probably wrong, but whatever. That's not important. Out of somewheres. Here. Source this license agreement thing. Copy it over here. Even though that's probably wrong. And then I'm going to both. And I'm going to back out of here. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to zip it. I'm going to 7-zip it first. Like so. And then I'm going to normal zip it. Oh yeah, I dropped like 100 frames there, so stream probably died for a bit. Sorry about that. Hopefully it died right in the bit where I was telling you that my mod wasn't working. And if that's the case, mod totally worked then, by the way. It was working totally the way it's supposed to. Right. And now we have our mod set up. So now we're going to go to ZForum. ZForum here. We're going to go into modding. Mod releases, I didn't need to back out that far. I'm going to create a new thread. And this thread works in model 1. Probably 1.955 is probably the version that this works in. Infinite engine for tutorial. Like that. And then up in the top, I'm going to go ahead and actually duplicate this page and back out of it then. And go to my infinite resources mod and go into the edit thing so I can steal a bunch of the stuff out of it. Like so. And I'm actually just going to steal this image. Use Imgur, by the way, for your screenshots. I'm not going to take a new screenshot. And then you just want to add L to the end right here. And that'll make it larger. And then you just center align it. Like so. And then I'm actually just going to copy this whole thing and fix it. Except for the attachments. Those aren't important. Because, quite frankly, it's too much work not to do it this way. So, features. A broken engine block. Change log. None. Because it broke. And wish list. Eventually, I think it's I don't fucking know. Eventually, probably. Yeah, that's about wrong. Make it work. That would be good. It is an E. Even, yeah, I tried to do that. Installation, that's pretty much the same. Problem solving, I don't know. It doesn't work. License is important. And then quick, choose my files. Out of documents, from the depths, mods, infinite engine, compress zip, add attachment. Why is there just like an end line here? Where's the start of that line? What the heck? I don't know, that's weird. Weird. I don't know. Should probably pay attention to stuff that he's saying. Kronos is being Kronos. It's fine. Sorry, I'm currently waiting on a spinning wheel of death, waiting for this thing to add the attachment. It's because the stream is eating up all my upload speed, and therefore it's taking forever to upload the attachment. And in this case, I'm probably going to only upload the zip, because not that many people actually use the 7-zip files, even though I keep putting them everywhere. Probably start doing RARs too, if I really want to do, but RAR, just so I can say RAR. There we go. It processed. See? And then I can just add the attachment to the thing. No, not a thing. Oh, okay. Wait. Insert into post. There we go. Attachment. There. And then I'm just going to go ahead and say, in a size large thing, probably right at the top. Right here. Tutorial for YouTube's. Watch it here. And I'm pretty sure that link is going to change. So I'm going to leave that blank. And then we're going to post it. It's going to process. And it's going to show us. This is the default thing. This is the tutorial. You can see all of our stuff comes up. Yeah, that slash line in there. I knew that was going to be a problem. That's there. You can comment down here if you want. Anything else, Kronos? Anything else we need to say? I think that's about it. That's how you create a mod from the depths from start to finish. This one didn't work, but that's because the class is broken. Because outdated code and such. Anything else we need to say, Kronos? I'm waiting for Kronos to possibly respawn. Do it the good old-fashioned way. I don't know. On that note, I think we're gonna go out and just go ahead and say thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far in the video, good job. It was pretty boring, kind of broken, but I did my best. Did a tutorial for you guys, even though the mod I made didn't work. That's because I was using outdated code. Sorry about that. You know, the same thing stands. If you want to just add a block to the game, go ahead and make an OBJ file, set up your mesh and everything. Crotus, I think, is agreeing that it's time to wrap up here. And we've been streaming for over an hour now, so actually like 2 hours or more, including our fail streams. So everything's all kind of there. If you want to, like I said, just create your OBJ, do all that stuff, and then where I showed you in the item tab in from the depths mod thing, just don't put a class there, and then don't upload a DLL. You don't, well, you might need a default DLL. I'm not totally for sure, but just try it without a DLL once. I don't think you need to add the DLL if you're actually messing around and just adding blocks in the game. Just leave that thing in from the depths, that little, you know, where we hit the little drop-down menu from the depths and added our class. Just leave that blank, and it'll just add your block in all by itself. And that's how you create a mod. So, yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to quit the stream.